Back with a brand new Raw review, and of course, this Raw had the Money in the Bank qualifiers. One big news that we have a new Raw signing, which is Roxanne Perez. Congratulations to her. She probably should have been on the main roster last year, but that's nothing we're not going to talk about right this second. And we got all of the Saturday night's main event match card predictions. Match card fully filled out. Ready to do predictions tomorrow. Can't wait to get into it. Anyway, before we get into this video, big thumbs up down below. Subscribe, links on the road to this many subscribers, 500. Let's get in today's video. Anyway, of course, the show had to start off with recaps of what happened past 3 weeks of this Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman new group of them, and basically attacking CM Punk, Sami Zayn. And this show started off with humble man Logan flipping Paul. He's so rich, but he's so humble. How can he be so rich but so humble? How can he be so good looking but so humble? You know what I'm saying? And he basically said, "Hey, fact, Jey Uso is World Heavyweight Champion. Fact." And he started basically doing all these facts. In fact, I'm gonna beat Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight Championship this Saturday. Fact. And basically started naming off facts and stuff like that until the Ringana Gunta, the Ringana Gunta came out and basically said, "Logan, you think you're better than Jay? The guy who ended my title reign? Who has my championship?" Which that means if you're saying you're better than Jay, you're saying you better than me. And he says, "Logan, if you make it past Jay, you gotta have me my World Heavyweight Championship." And Logan was just laughing, like he's not taking a break. And then he was basically making fun of Gunther after that. He said, "Didn't you tap out?" And then he turned around and then got a super kick to the mouth and sold it like he was meant it. And then Jey Uso said, hey, Gunther, after I'm done with this YouTuber, I'm gonna deal with you for one more time. 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Yeet. Anyway, they showed what happened later that night last week. Basically, we were saying Julia said, "No, there's no we no more. We're done, Roxy. No more of me and you. We're completely finished." And this is where we saw Roxanne Perez sign her Monday Night Raw contract and become an official member of the Monday Night Raw roster, which this was needed. First off, we probably need more women in the United States Women's Intercontinental Championship picture and in the world title scene too. And since Zoe Stark did get injured, had a nasty knee injury, she probably a good addition. We got her. So probably put her in the mid-card division. If needed, probably put her in the World Championship division. Anyway, Paul Heyman talked to Jey Uso and said, "I'm not here to stab you in the back. Stabbing you in the back is from the back. I'm here to tell you front. So I can't be accused of that no more." And basically said how he's going to go and how the big main plan is Seth frickin' Rollins. And at the end of the tunnel, Seth Rollins is going to get that World Heavyweight Championship and held it for a very, very long time. And basically, he also threw in there that Jey Uso's a great champion, so it's going to take a long time to get it off of him. What kind of how they're doing good with his title reign so far. Anyway, we had Penta and AJ Styles versus the Judgment Day, Finn Balor and JD McDonough. This match was pretty okay. We got Penta, great wrestler, and AJ Styles, the phenomenal AJ Styles. So obviously, he's still cooking. JD doing his cool flippy stuff. So was Penta. Then both Penta and AJ decided to pull out a dive from the over the top rope, landing on both of them. And then AJ Styles went and Finn Balor went at it again like it's back in 2014-ish, 20 blah blah blah. And then AJ gave this nasty with this move called the JD, almost finished him off. But then at the last second, when JD went for a splash, landed on Finn Balor. And then all of a sudden, AJ went to the outside. Carlito, when the referee was distracted, threw AJ into the ring post. And then after commercial break, we saw AJ McDonough like that, and then gets hit with a super kick by Penta. And then Finn Balor gets hit with a super kick. And then Carlito again is distracting Penta, grabbing him, and then JD wins flying on to AJ Styles, and then Penta hits a Mexican destroyer on JD Windon, and he sells that like he's in, I don't know, he's like he died or something. And then all of a sudden, El Grande Americano grabs Penta in the back, headbutt him, and then fix his thing through, and then got thrown Penta back in the ring. Finn Balor did a coup de grace, and then 1, a 2, and a 3. Finn Balor wins his second match of 2025, and maybe this big singles push for Finn Balor is actually happening. Maybe it is, because this dude Penta, and guess this is the stocks between Finn Balor and Penta's rise right now. This was Penta's rise in the beginning of the year after WrestleMania. This might be Finn Balor's thing. And then WrestleMania, and then after WrestleMania, I think his stocks might be climbing up, bro. I don't know. And then Kathy Kelly was interviewing Io Sky and basically said, and then all of a sudden the interview got called by Becky Lynch where she said, hey Io, if I can recall, you've never defeated me before, Io. So then she went to her number 1 contenders match for the briefcase qualifying match, and then Logan Paul and Seth Rollins had this thing where they basically where Seth was basically saying, hey, after today, Jay won't be 100% going to Saturday, and if you make it past Jay, and if you can make it past Gunther, remember who did it for you. So basically trying to say that Logan Paul should help Seth Rollins, or have it if Seth Rollins helps Logan should help Seth, is what I basically get on this. But I'm really hoping Jay does not lose his title at Saturday Night's main event, though it would be surprising. And now we got our then triple threat match for the what's it called again? The triple threat match for the women, the qualifying matches for Money in the Bank against Natty, Roxanne Perez, and Bianca Belair. This was a nice dive that Roxanne did to both Natty and Becky. Then Natty and Becky went at a little time, and then a Russian leg sweep into the spinny clothesline thing. And then a beautiful moonsault from Roxanne Perez, and then a manhandle slam, switch into an arm drag pin attempt, but failed. But then, of course, Becky Lynch hit a manhandle slam, but then Natty got on their way, they clothesline, and then they did a nasty a pop rocks into a German suplex, which was nasty. And then Natty took Roxanne Perez and Becky Lynch's feet, legs, put them in the sharpshooter, and bend their back all the way to Jupiter. And then all of a sudden, Becky Lynch hits Natty with a manhandle slam, but gets pulled out of the ring by the Women's Intercontinental Champion. Lyra Valkyrie is setting up another match down the line, started punching her, and then Becky kicks Lyra straight in the face, and then all of a sudden, Natty gets hit with the pop rocks. 1, 2, 3. Roxanne Perez moves on and is qualified for the Money in the Bank briefcase match. Or match. Why do I say briefcase match? It's match. Which means Natty's probably going back to catering. And and Becky and Lyra are still going to be feuding for the next couple of months. 2 weeks. And Roxanne Perez could be a potential new Miss Money in the Bank. We don't know. And then we just got a match confirmed for next week that basically Tozawa is going to die to Rusev. Oh, sorry, I meant have a match with Rusev. Yeah, Rusev's opponent. Yeah, anyway, Grayson Waller finally has his match with what's his name? Sheamus. And this was a pretty okay match. Sheamus was basically taking all the hard hits, and then all of a sudden, he got slapped across his face and said, hey, give me that. And then Grayson Waller did this roll into the ring, flatliner thing, is pretty sick in my books. And then Grayson Waller thought he was cool, jumped off the second rope, and then got caught in a knee in his second jaw, but then tried to get the thing. But then somehow Sheamus and Grayson Waller made it to the apron. So then Sheamus picked him up, hit him in a white noise, and dropped him on his head down the apron. Okay, it was the rope, but like still, that's nasty work, Sheamus. That's nasty, bro. Why are you doing that, bro? And then all Grayson Waller's about to quit, but then Austin Theory said, no, 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 hey, you don't quit, we don't quit. And then Grayson Waller just got picked up by his head, got boom, boom, with a 10 thing beats of the bear, and Grayson Waller and Austin Theory's like, look at it, look at him. Look at it, he was smiling his teeth, bro. And then gets kicked, and then Grayson Waller gets kicked right in the face with a bro kick. 1, a 2, a 3, and Sheamus wins. Yep, Sheamus wins, and there's another big banger for Sheamus. And then we go to this. This segment was the most useless segment in this entire show. This should have been on social media, the Twitter, the socials of WWE YouTube channel of the WWE or WWE 2K, because it was about WWE 2K25, which I kind of should have expected that it was going to be Tyrese Halliburton and that new DLC pack that I have. I bought the most expensive version of the game, and I have this dude. I can play with this dude. Pause. But this was like a 4 or 5 minute segment, and tell me why we didn't get no Karrion Kross, but we got like more time with the Indiana Pacers player, who's probably gonna lose to the New York Knicks. All that I was saying, I don't know who's going to win because I don't like either of these teams, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, Seth Rollins went up to Gunther and says, I love what you did with my World Heavyweight Championship. And Gunther said, I heard you plan, and your plan does not run through you, it will run through me. And then Seth got all blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we had the return of Kairi saying, let's go, the Sky Pirate is back. Anyway, it was another women's qualifying match. It was Rhea Ripley, Kairi Sane, and Zoe Stark, which hopefully Zoe Stark is not like serious injured, but I don't know what the injury is right now. Anyway, Rhea did this beautiful dropkick to Zoe Stark. Then Zoe Stark had this beautiful forearm to Kairi Sane. But then when she went from a springboard dropkick, when she landed, her knee like completely folded or whatever, and she had the knee injury, and the medic team had to come help her out of the ring. So the match turned in, and then they went to commercial breaks, and the match turned into a 2v2, which I'm just going to say this right now. Hopefully Zoe Stark is, what's it called? Gets better, okay? Because she's had multiple knee injuries, and I believe that specific knee, actually. So hopefully she get better. And I'm pretty sure the whole point of this being her match was her to take the pin. I'm like 99% sure that what it was for. But sadly, she got injured. And hopefully this doesn't like stop a push if she was gonna get the push. Hopefully this doesn't stop anything. Hopefully when she comes back better than ever, and WWE gives her a mid-card, maybe a world title push. So hopefully Zoe can come back stronger than ever. Anyway, then it went to Kairi and Rhea, and I know a lot of people hated the finish, how Kairi got pinned, but I mean, come on. There was only one way to end this match, bro. There was only one way to end this match, and it was either pinning Kairi because Zoe Stark couldn't be there to take the pin. I'm sorry, but I mean, when you have Rhea Ripley for Kairi Sane, Zoe Stark, who do you think's winning? Rhea Ripley. Anyway, the submission, and then this nasty spinning punch, and then this nasty thing in the corner, and then when she went for the big elbow drop from the top rope, Rhea put her feet up, and her elbow came crown crush now, and it hurts inside, right on Rhea's boots. Riptide, 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley wins and qualifies for the Money in the Bank ladder match. And why do I think she's gonna win? Like, is that a bad thing that I think she's gonna? She might actually win. Like, I'm not even dead serious. Like, she's also the most popular woman on the entire roster right now. Every time she comes out, the pop just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, levels of, like, Becky Lynch in 2018, 19, like, the late 2010s of Becky Lynch. Like, maybe even Stone Cold. Like, that's levels of pop she's getting. Which, I mean, good for her because she deserves it, but, like, it's crazy. Anyway, oh, here we go. Once again, the Judgment Day storyline is getting juicy. Remember a couple weeks ago when I said Finn Balor and Roxanne Perez were caught talking in the background? I knew that meant something. There's something with Roxy and Finn, but I didn't know exactly what it. I knew. I said, quote me then, when Roxy and Finn do something together with the Judgment Day, and it's happening now. And the big part is she gave Dom chicken nuggies. Oh, here we go. Another love story with Dominic Mysterio once again, bro. Bro, I swear, bro. Oh, I can't wait to see who's next, love. Bro, it's going to be the same thing he did with Rhea, bro. He's going to ditch Liv, join Roxanne, and next summer he's going to find a new girlfriend. It's just going to... Bro, this dude, bro. How is this dude so lucky, bro? He's getting all the love triangles, bro. I swear to you. Bro, I know... Bro, Dom might have one of the luckiest characters of all time. I'm not even joking. Like, how? Also, my boy... Oh, by the way, Liv, my boy Dom is not doing nothing. He's okay. He doesn't do anything, bro. All he likes is you, and that's all you. The chicken nuggies, they were not. It was not. He just ate. He likes chicken nuggies, and he got them out of nowhere. He's gonna eat himself some chicken nuggies when he gets them. You know what I'm saying? He does not like Roxy yet. Not yet though. Not yet. Oh, by the way, she gave Carlito an apple, and Raquel did not like the chicken nuggies or the apple. So wait, hold on. Roxanne's trying to steal Liv's boyfriend and Raquel's boyfriend? This is a crazy. She's trying to get two. Nah, that's insane. Look at Finn, bro. He's like, yes, sir. Bro is happy. I can't wait to see what this... I'm actually finally interested in the Judgment Day storyline again. Maybe they can do this next summer where I get interested again. We'll see. Anyway, Braun Breaker faced Jey Uso in a non-title match. It was an okay match. Probably one of their best matches they had because, Jey Uso got flying over his head by Braun Breaker. And then Jey Uso hit the booty attack, hit another booty attack, and then did a dive from the suicide dive. And then Braun Breaker got ready, did a jump from the apron, closed, lined him on the table. Then they started doing the yeet punches, no punches, and then Braun Breaker got sent up like 30 feet in the air, got caught on his shoulders, and Samoan drop. But then he did his classic Frankensteiner. He got through Jey Uso off the thing, but then when Braun Breaker was doing the run stuff, he got hit with a super kick across the face. And then when Jey Uso was trying to do another suicida, he got caught on a leg by Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman was about to fight. You want to fight? You want to fight? You want to fight? And then Seth Rollins jumped Jey Uso and ending a new DQ. And then Seth just jumped my boy Jay, and then they're trying to fight, but then Sammy and Punk went in the ring, started fighting Braun Breaker and Seth. They went into the crowd and jumped, and then out of nowhere, the one lucky punch knocks out Jay. And somehow, I don't know how, but Logan Paul has some blood on his front teeth and knocks out my boy Jey Uso. And they're ready for their Saturday night's main event match, which I'm honestly super excited to see actually now. Because we know how good Logan Paul matches can be, and we know how good Jey Uso can be in that ring. And that's also main event Saturday night's event. So some shenanigans is happening in that match. There's no way they're going to have a regular, normal 1v1 clean pin at Saturday Night's Main Event when they have Jey Uso versus Logan Paul for the World Heavyweight Championship. I refuse to believe it. Some shenanigans is going to go on. Maybe a third member, if there's a third member of this new Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker, Paul Heyman group. Can't wait to see, but have a beautiful rest of your day. Put your opinions down, comment below what you guys think about this episode of Monday Night Raw. Anyway, have a beautiful rest of your day. See you tomorrow. Bye.